Hi guys, so today we're doing a parking lot renovation project. What we're doing here is cars are hitting this wood, they're going over this bumper, and they're breaking this wood that's holding this planter in. So we're going to install posts, cement posts here. So we got to cut the asphalt, jackhammer it, there's your chop saw. What? He didn't put a mark? Okay, so just put it here in the center. Put it here.
Over there, same thing.
Over there, same thing. So then we're going to jackhammer the asphalt and drill with the Bobcat auger. So we got the Bobcat over here. So we're going to dig this out about 3 feet down and put in dead men posts all here. This one I think we're going to have to chop a little more. Show you the auger. We've got the S300 and the S185 here. So we're using a 9-inch bit on the auger. We also have the 4-in-1 bucket, and as you saw, the jackhammer. So we're going to get this project started. And we'll take you piece by piece. We got to put in 20 posts today. It's a Saturday morning. The parking lot is closed Saturdays. Rough drilling all day. The ground is like iron. It's been really tough for this auger to get through. So I've been shimmying the auger side to side to help give it a different angle to break the ground, and it's been working. It's actually been working, so shimmy the auger side to side to get through tough ground. That orange mark that you see on the auger is the marker for 2 feet, which is how deep we're drilling these posts. It's taken a lot longer than originally anticipated. And the customer is starting to give me a very hard time trying to change the job and the contract in mid-form. So I'm also trying to deal with that in conjunction with dealing with these harsh working conditions. And this job must be done today because the parking lot can only be shut down for 1 day. That's it, 1 day. So there is no failure. Failure is not an option. I'm in the S185 right now doing the drilling. I'm almost down to where I need to be. I'll get get to more on the customer later on. I'll do an epilogue of this video. The camera off to an outside man here.
What?
There you go. It's recording already. Just getting good to go.
I don't know how it's going to come, half in the shade, half in the sunlight.
All right, so now all the poles are now dug. All the holes are dug. As you saw in the auger segment, I had to shimmy side to side to break through the rock hard ground. It wasn't asphalt or concrete. It was actually just really compacted stone over the last 30 years. So it was actually quite difficult to break through with the auger, but the auger worked out very well here. Everything is going good. We're just trimming the holes up and collecting all the debris. We're backfilling with 100% concrete as per my idea, not the owner's. The owner is a concrete man from years ago, now retired. You would think he would have wanted to do it the way I wanted to, but caused a little friction this morning. I'll get to that in the epilogue, with what all the friction was about and how important it is for you to always remain in control of your emotions and not to let things get carried away. So now we're going to come over. The owner wants to save a few of these bumpers. So I'm going to help the Bobcat now grab the bumper. That was honestly so much more painful than it looked like. All right, so we're gonna pick up a few more of these things. And I guess we'll pick it up when the concrete comes. Okay guys, so as you can see, the job is done. The poles are installed. We're packing up. We're out of here. Job was well done. In the end, everything worked out nicely. Everybody went home happy. You know, things got a little tense during the day. You know, the customer was a little bit of a nitpicker, but it's all right. We got everything resolved. I went with him. We did everything he wanted. So everything is done. We did the extra post for him. I didn't charge him. So everything is good. I would have videoed the post, but there's just too much going on here and I just didn't get a chance to do it. But we put a cement footing base and we filled the poles with concrete, and he just stuck, and you see those little tabs sticking out. They're going to have the sign hooked up to them. The no parking and parking for this one only and that one only. So that's that. So everything is done. 21 poles installed.
Okay.
Okay?
You don't want to lower that?
No, it's all right. It's heavy as hell.
Okay. I'll see you at the yard.
Alrighty?
I'm coming now.
Okay.
Gate is open.
Gate is open.
Gate is open.
Okay.
Go all the way up.
Alrighty. So that was my father telling me everything is good. We're going back to the yard. Got the two Bobcats on the trailer, as you can see there. I have the auger. I don't know if the camera's going to focus well. I'm sorry in advance if it doesn't. I have the auger, the concrete breaker, and I took a couple of bumpers from my yard because I can use them for parking. So the basic thing that I just want to stress with you guys is when you're on a job and people are losing their heads around you, whether it be the customer, whether it be the delivery truck driver, or whomever, a neighbor, very important to stay calm and composed and keep your emotions in check. You're the one who's going to have to diffuse the situation that may erupt. So when things got a little heated, the customer didn't like the auger bit. He said my father lied to him. Now my father doesn't know if the bit is 6 or 9 inches. He really doesn't. And the guy made a very, very big deal about it. He wasn't happy with the hole size. So we went by hand and we carved it out and made it what he wanted. And it was no problem. I completely understand his position, but I felt like he just mishandled it. You know, he overreacted in my opinion. And, you know, he felt the poles weren't straight, but they were. He didn't like the way they were done and the string line. So he put up his own string line and we went by his string and that was fine. And he said to me later, he goes, you know, the job came out very nice. He was very happy. So that's what's important. Everyone now, the men, myself, the customer, everyone went home happy. Everybody was smiling at the end of the day. And you know, and that's what I want. At the end of the day, you want everybody to go home smiling and happy. You don't want to let things linger over periods of time. At least that's how I always felt. You want to resolve everything on the site during the day. You don't want anyone to go home angry. And no one's going home angry today. And to me, that's a victory and a big plus. So I'm happy for that. And this Saturday job has been concluded. It's a little hard for me to work on Saturdays. I'm pretty tired. But you do what you got to do to make money. And you certainly got to do what you got to do to keep the crew busy and keep your clients happy. So today the equipment we used was the Bobcat auger 15C. And as you can see, I had to shimmy it back and forth, and it was tough getting through the stone. The shoulder stone was compacted over the last 30 years, and it was like iron. And man, we had a real hard time getting through it with the auger. I never encountered such rock hard packed ground before with such a small auger bit. But I was able to shimmy the auger back and forth. When you see it earlier in the video, I was able to shimmy it back and forth, and that actually loosened up the ground by putting stress in different areas of the stone, and I was able to finally punch through that layer of stone. But boy, oh boy, it was a tough go of it. And as you saw, we poured the posts with the cement around them to lock them in. The concrete mix was 3,500 psi. We had my Bobcat S300 and my S185s there today, the two skid steer loaders, both of them equipped with inset tires, which bring them in a few inches. So I actually have that S300 down to 68 inches wide, which is awesome. I mean, having that machine being 5.5 feet wide is really a bonus. And the S185 is only 5 feet wide, so that's even better. And I got 6 free bumpers today for parking lot bumpers, so this will help with aligning the vehicles in my office, in the yard, and keeping the trailers from backing into the brush and trees I have as my buffer zone. So I actually had a pretty good day today, all things considered. My father helped me out too. He ran 1 load of debris to Faztech. Our good friends over at Faztech always help us out, take care of us. And he ran the load of debris there. We got rid of all the dirt, all the stone, asphalt, concrete, whatever was in the holes. We trucked everything out, took care of everything. We ended up using 3 yards of concrete for this project. I ordered 5 because that's the short load. So whether you buy 3 yards, you're paying the same as 5. So you might as well just get the 5 and be done. And we ended up installing 21 posts for this particular parking lot. And that basically concludes it. This week was a very long week. We poured a lot of driveways this week. We poured poured around 70 yards of flat work this week. So it's a pretty big week for us. So definitely something to be proud of, and we'll try to keep the intensity up for next week. That's all we can really do for right now. So, all right guys, I hope you all have a good weekend. Please be safe and take care. Thank you for watching. So this is bonus footage of the last video. Unloading machines in the yard. $5:30 on a Saturday. It doesn't get much worse than this, ladies and gentlemen. It just doesn't. I couldn't even get my hair cut today. We were so busy over there. I wasn't able to do anything. Have to wait a whole another week to get my hair cut now. Brand new inset rims. Some leftover cement, always nice to have. My father uses chains and binders. I use the yellow ratchet straps. I guess whatever makes you happy. Cement is actually still a little bit soft in that bucket. I bought this machine with an open cab, and a keyless start, I ended up adding the cab and the heater. See, I got the heat, the vents here, the heat controls there. $726 hours. This is going to be real interesting to do with one hand. That is one of my favorite options in these G's and K series machines, is the deluxe instrumentation panel. I know the M series is a lot fancier than this, but to me, look at these big sliding windows, side windows. Great ventilation. M series, not so much. I always crack it like this way the condensation isn't so bad in the morning. So that concludes a Saturday afternoon in concrete.